Greetings and welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be talking about a very special item in New World that a lot of people don't know about and don't really use it, even though it's super useful and it can actually save your life. No, it cannot save your life, but it can change the way you play, and it can really help you get your crafting and refining skills up as fast as possible. And I'll show you something right now, okay? Let's say you want to make some gold ingots. You know, for silver, you don't really need anything. For iron, you don't really need anything. Gold, you start using a flux, right? You need a flux item to be able to smelt down the gold. You need the gold ore, you need the silver ingot, you need flux. For platinum, same thing. Platinum ore, gold ingot, you need a flux for that. The kind of flux that you need is sandflux, for example. There's different ones that you can use, but sandflux would be the one that you have the most access to. But you can run out of it because, you know, if you're smelting a lot, if you're you know, just trying to get your smelting skill up, trying to get your weaponsmithing skill up, trying to get, you know, whatever it is, you might run out of these flux materials. And there's a pretty good way to kind of circumvent that. So I'll show you a little something. There's an item called a material converter, which you can buy at your faction vendor. So you just go to your faction vendor, you talk to the faction vendor. You have to be, just disclaimer, you have to be at least a second rank Templar for the Covenant, or whatever they called for the other factions. Yeah, you got to be at least second rank, and then you can scroll down here and you can buy this common material converter. So what this thing does is it's going to convert one flux material to another, which is super useful. It only costs 100 faction tokens. It doesn't cost any gold, so it's super accessible. Even if you just do like one of the like really low tier faction quests, I think they're already like 300 like faction tokens, and then you can already buy 3 of them. So what this thing does, let's buy one of them. What this thing does, it takes 20 flux items and converts them into 15 of another type. So like I said, you go here and you wanna maybe just like do the gold ingots, and you're like, oh man, I'm out of flux. One thing you can do is you have this refining material conversion here, right? So what you can do is you click on that. You want the sand flux, and then you have this drop down menu here, right? And you can check what other you know, refining materials you have. You know, you have the sandpaper, the solvent, the tannins here, the crossweave, and of course there's a whole bunch of other items, or maybe not. Maybe these are all the items. Oh yeah, these are all the items because they're tier 3, of course. So what you want to do is you want to pick the one that you either have the most of, or the one that you think you will not need. You know, like, you know, for me right now, I have the most weak solvent right now, so I could go for this. Or maybe if I decide, you know, I'm not gonna do like any clothing or something like that, I can just use the crossweave and get that out of the way. For the sake of displaying this right now, I'm gonna take the solvent. So you just pick the solvent, and all you have to do is click craft. You even get smelting experience, which is super nice. So that's cool. Like a lot of things, you know, special things that you can do, you know, like downgrading materials. Let's look at this. You know, downgrading, for example, doesn't give you any experience, but converting materials, that gives you some. So what this does is it takes 20 solvents, you can see this here, 20 solvents, and it gives you 15 of the material that you've selected here, the sand flux, right? We're going through, bing, 15. Now, a thing that I'm not sure about is, can you get bonus items? I'm not sure about this. I've never seen it, but if you've experienced it, let me know in the comments below. Can you get bonus items when you're transmuting these materials? Is that possible or not? Because that would be a cool thing if that could happen. So anyway, but now I have converted the weak solvent into my sand flux. So that's a really nice way of getting the the material that you need for whatever you need to craft, whatever you need to refine. So yeah, keep that in mind. It's super cheap. It's super accessible. You know, everyone should have access to it. You just need rank 2 here, and you just need at least 100 faction tokens. And that's all you have to do, and you can just transmute your materials that you have the most of, or that you just don't need. Maybe you just want to focus on one specific craft, and yeah, that's about it. You can just basically take all the other solvents, all the other refining materials that you have, and convert them into your main refining material, and then you can just go smelt or whatever, just to your heart's content. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned something. If so, consider liking, subscribing, and commenting, okay? Leave a comment. And yeah, that's it. I'll be back with another video soon. Guys, take it easy.